Hello, my fellow page turners, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Matthew, the man with a hat who reads, and it's time to talk about the month that was and the month that's to come. This is my April wrap-up and May TBR video. And as always, we start with April. April was better than... April was better than what March was, or January, February, but it's still down from where I needed to be. I read 11 books this month. And like I said, that was up from what we've been doing, but still not great. I mean, we're in the turnaround. I think it'll get better as the months roll by here, hopefully. And yes, we actually got Sword of Destiny read, so that'll be the first time that that book won't show up in the TBR, so hooray. Anyway, my favorite book of the month was Edgar Cantero's This Body's Not Big Enough for Both of Us. I loved this book so much. I had a lot of fun with it. And I didn't give it a 5-star, so I didn't actually have a 5-star book this month, but this one was a very close on the line. So check this one out if you haven't. And I had a review video for it if you missed that. So that's essentially April. We're not going to talk about some of the bad stuff, because there was a few bad ones too, but let's just dive right into May's TBR. Once again, I have a sizable TBR here. And as always, we start with the carryovers from that I was started at the end of April and didn't get finished. They'll be in May here. So we have Chris McGeorge's Guess Who. I'm not too terribly far into it, but it's a murder mystery. I talked about it a month ago. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail with that. We have a library book from Christopher Clobell. Almost Everything Very Fast. I don't know a lot about this book, but it sounded like it would be interesting, so I thought, what the heck. More on that later. I might do a review for that one. And also Matthew Riley's The Secret Runners. And like I said, Matthew Riley hasn't let me down yet. I'm not expecting him to here either. So those are my carryovers that were started as the month ended. And I also had 3 other books that were on last month's TBR that I didn't get to, so they get carried over as well. We have Steve Alton's The Trench, the sequel to The Meg. And yes, it has a very nice shine to it, so it is making movement for you, but there you go. Lauren Bukes' Broken Monsters gets carried over again because I didn't get to it. And the successor for Sword of Destiny, since this book's now been on its 3rd TBR now. Once again, we have M.G. Wheaton's Emily Eternal. I'm going to try to get to this one this month. It's like Sword of Destiny. When they go at least 2-3 months, I have a problem on the... And if that wasn't enough for this TBR, I've also got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 books here that I want to get to this month, so we'll see how that goes. But here we go, diving in. First up, I'm once again continuing my Neil Gaiman novel reread. I've been doing it every other month, and we're up to Anansi Boys. I'm, again, excited. I remember really liking this one, so I'm hoping that will hold. American Gods, when I reread that in March, that I had more issues with this time around. I still really enjoyed it, but I had a little bit more of an issue with it. But I'm excited to dive into this. That one's got a shiny cover too. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to stop goofing around here. All right. We're going to dive back into classics a little bit this month. Starting with George Orwell's, well, not necessarily starting with, I have 2 classics here. One of them being George Orwell's 1984. Now, I have never read 1984. I've wanted to for a long time, and I'm finally going to dive into it. I really liked Animal Farm, so I'm really excited to dive into this one. It's not terribly long, so I think I'll be able to fly through it pretty quickly, hopefully. Although this might be a book you don't want to read very quickly. This is more of a deeper thinking one, I guess. So I'm going to get to it this month, regardless. And also, I recently picked this one up, and you'll see it again here on Friday in the book haul video. But this is Reginald Rose's 12 Angry Men. Now, I've seen the movie, the original movie, and the movie's a masterpiece, and this is the book, or I guess in this case, the play, which a play isn't going to take very long to read. Yeah, it's 73 pages. I'll probably fly through this in a day or two. Probably a day. I probably can get this done in a day. So I'm very excited to dive into that. That won't take long, so... Okay, we have Josh Malerman's Unbury Carol. Now, I've had this one in a TBR before, didn't get to it, and then I just kind of pushed it to the side. But I'm going to try. This is probably one of my top priorities this month because I have a couple of Malerman's books sitting here. And obviously, one of them will sit for October of Horror when I get that far. But I wanted to get one of them read so I get a nice break. I don't want to get burned out on an author. That's happened to me before. You read too much of an author too close together, you get burned out. So I'm going to try to get this one tackled this month. Like I said, this is probably priority one after Anansi Boys, because I definitely need to get that done in May. April. It's not April. It's May. It's May. It's still really cold, though, so it doesn't feel like it should be May. All right. We have Rob Hart's The Warehouse. I have heard good things about this book. It's, let's see here. It's working for a tech company. Swallowed much of the American economy. Equal parts page-turning and terrifying. I don't know. I heard good things about it. And it's been sitting here a little while. So I think it's time to get at it. This book I know nothing about. And I know that's not a good selling point on a book. But I found it at my half-price bookstore here last summer. And I didn't realize that Eric Idle had wrote a sci-fi type novel called The Road to Mars. And so it's a sci-fi humor, which I like that kind of stuff. And Eric Idle's always funny. And I just realized now as I picked it up that it's actually signed inside the book. And I got this on the clearance rack at half price. It was like $2. So you know what? I think I'm going to enjoy this. We'll see. This is one if I have time, I'll get to it this month, but I don't know. And finally, the last one I have here is Damien Dibbins' Tomorrow, about a dog that's immortal and going through time looking for its owner. I'm in the mood for something fun like that. I think this will be a good one. And I have an idea for the review video that I hope I'll be able to do. I want to do the review video outside. And I'm hoping it'll work out for that by then. By the time I get this read, hopefully the weather will cooperate for that. And yeah, that's my April wrap-up, May TBR for this month, I guess. I'm the double, whatever. What is on your guys' TBR for May? What was your favorite books of April? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep turning pages.